Hey, it's Cindy and the Ambo. Let's make life a great experience like it's supposed to be. I live.
You know, it's this is a milliard tri-fold bed that actually can fold into a little couch. So if you wanted to fold this up into like a little couch area, underneath the bottom, I actually have storage. So there's a bunch of different storage in there. Those are BB guns for the boys. The real guns are in there. Over in that corner is towels and stuff. You know, just storage. There's actually some storage back here too that we've got. It's a little messy. More storage in the front where I keep things in the front. I got a TV for late night amenity watching. Air conditioner,
there's
got
the TV,
heat in the back.
down.
What was that?
The TV. I was looking for the TV.
Yeah, the TV's on the bottom. Right now it's folded up. There's not a lot of room. We've got 200 watts of solar. These are what's called SIGS panels. These are copper, indium, gallium selenide. So there's no actual glass in these panels. These are basically wire coils. These things can actually wrap up. When they came in the box, they were wrapped up in a box, and they were wrapped up over 360 degrees. So these can form to any surface. So these came with VHB tape. These are actually Bouge RV SIGS 100 watt, and these are the compact panels because they've got ones that are half the width but double the length. So I opted for the compact ones to fit into space. So this is 200 watts of solar. They're not just really great panels from the sense of, you know, rocks can kick up and hit this and no problem. It's not going to break them, but they're super efficient. Even super efficient when like there's not a lot of sun or the sun is through clouds. Driving, I've gotten 107 watts out of a 100 watt panel. So combined like 214 watts. You know, for a sustained amount of time. But for the most part, these things are generally pulling out 80 to 90% of their efficiency. And you know, it depends on where you're parking it as well. But I also have on the side a solar on the side plug with another 325 watt panel over here that can be plugged in. On the side, we can add more. We can add more solar here. Yeah, I'll show you that as well. So in the front, we have our in the tongue box. This I installed as well. This is a 300 amp lithium ion Renogy battery that I actually just got. I had 100 amp in the same exact form factor, and now this is 300 amp in the same form factor. Also have a Renogy Rover 40 amp. Charge controller and a Renogy 1000 watt pure sine wave inverter. So big fan of Renogy and what they do. I have also added in the front here voltmeter, USB A, and also 12 volt. Sometimes I put the 12 volt fridge up here, and I wanted a spot to do it. And then so over here is my output from my inverter that's inside of here, so I can actually backfeed to my shore power here, because I've got plugs all inside here that if I wanted to, I could make this basically 100% autonomous off the grid with that. Two 20-pound propane tanks in the front with a really cool setup here that if they're both on, if one of them dies, it will kick over to the other one. And then I also have a pretty cool, this is something that I absolutely love and use all the time, which is this.
Oh, I thought you were going to say this.
Yeah, well,
I
that
was
too.
like,
That too, but this guy is the electric tongue jack. This is like a lifesaver. Instead of having to constantly. I had a cranking jack, and it was just annoying. Not to mention, it's got a little light on the front as well. So this is. So this allows me to pump up and down. These are all the different plugs and things that are necessary. For instance, this is the water feed that goes to like quick disconnect. This is the actual shower hose feed, all quick disconnect, so you can easily set it up. And I have a little There's also one of these for the actual inside of the shower, so that when the shower is deployed, this thing can sit right in it.
Okay, all right.
And then the last one is the propane. So I have a propane quick disconnect feed as well.
Because the water heater runs on
Yep, the water
propane.
heater runs on propane. So this guy goes in here, this guy turns here, and then this guy pops. In here. Now that's basically fully deployable. Now I can start taking a shower. We have some extra hoses in here too for if we need to get connected to shore water or city water in here. Some extra things, and then I have a whole bag of things in there for taking.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry, for taking showers. We got all the. It's the community shower.
Yeah.
Inside, if you want to take a look under mount of it, and so when I want to deploy it, I just have to kind of push it up and pull it down, and it comes undone.
Okay.
And then when I'm done, I just push it right back up. When I'm traveling or when I'm sleeping at night, I had it a little further back, and I actually kicked it by accident when I was sleeping, and I broke one. So that's why I was like, nope, we are going to tuck it away, and when we're not using it, just tuck it right away, and it's all done. Yeah, and like I was telling you, this guy opens up into a full shower room. So the fact that the water heater is right here is perfect. Enough room to take. I mean, it was glorious. The first warm shower that we took with this was absolutely glorious. And then we got the back. The back's a little bit messy right now, but I have a sink, and under here is.
Oh, you got the bougie RV?
Yeah.
I call it bougie.
Yeah, the bougie RV. We've got a little Flame King.
Okay.
Over here, and then inside here there's a full sink as well. And then I actually built this as a little pop-up extra kind of shelf, and then we've got storage things in here. That's the heater, so this has heat and air conditioning in this little compact little unit, so we have a lot of fun. And then sometimes I'll throw this on here for fishing poles or for extra things. So the tank that I have is really, it's not really for drinking, it's not potable, so we use this Dometic here for our drinking water, and I actually have a filter inside there, a Sawyer filter, that filters the water even more, just in case. So yeah, Sawyer Mini in with the Dometic, and it sucks in the water, filters it. Filter water. And we did something on his van where we ran, he's got one of these all the way in the back, and we ran the lines inside the van. So he's got almost like a little faucet if he wants to wash his hands or if he wants to grab a quick thing of water. On top, a WeBoost cellular cell booster that's installed. It's all the way back there. You can't see it, but the antenna's over here. And that boosts your cellular signal. So when we're in the middle of nowhere, we want cell signal. And then I also have a Starlink. The Starlink is one of the Starlink minis. So I deploy that as needed.
Short little rack-through table.
Oh yeah, this table we made, just a magnet, can come off.
We drilled out a thing and you put a little phone.
Oh, I forgot my other
Or a
table.
little faucet that just goes right in there.
Oh, okay.
So we have like any.
It's outdoor sink with that other thing that
So we
I
have
have
like
here.
running
Yeah.
water outside.
Okay.
So if you gotta like rinse something off or do dishes real quick. And then I rack line this. I've got a big air compressor and rack line kit. I rack line like the van and the Bronco, show you all the fenders and bumpers. Like that would be